Hey, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Keeping it real with Tomii Trill. We up early this morning, getting it popping. Right now, I'm letting you guys hear a few of my tracks that's on my second album, Still Hollow. You guys need to tap in, like, subscribe, and share. I didn't put it out through my regular distribution company, but I think I'm getting ready to put my next one out through the distribution company because I just want to see the difference in the residuals. But if you guys haven't heard Still Hollow, you sleeping. Get up and listen to Still Hollow. Go to Tomii Trill TV because I'm on all major platforms. You guys could be listening from anywhere, and I thank you so much for joining me right now. This is episode 2 of season 5. We have been on this ride since June of 2019. You guys, it's a big movement. Keep it real with Tomii Trill. I ain't trying to be in the limelight, y'all. I just want to get my word out. I just want y'all to know how I'm feeling and everything, what's going on with me. So, yesterday I was talking about, on episode 1, season 5, I was talking about Lilith, and was Lilith God's first wife? Was Lilith Adam's first wife, or what was Lilith, and what's her significance and stuff like that? So, I want you guys to start tapping into your divine feminine energy. So I'm awakening the goddess inside of me, and I'm inviting y'all to awaken the goddess inside of you, because we are living dormant, you guys. It's like we living outside of ourselves, and we've been taught so many different things that's not what's up. So I'm here to try to guide you guys to where I feel the threshold is, in order to kind of awaken and become these divine, luscious, feminine goddesses that we are. Because we were taught to not value ourselves and devalue ourselves and give ourselves and our time and our energy and our expression and our creativity all up for a measly nothing. And a lot of times women are treated very, very wrong, very cold. They treated bad in the dating scenes. They treated bad in the household with the kids and the husband. I mean, you guys, I have been, in all different aspects of life. So here I am. I'm 47 years old. I have 2 wonderful adult children. I have 2 wonderful twin grandchildren on the way, which will be born tomorrow, matter of fact, you guys. So when you hear me, up and down with my emotions, when you hear me up and down with things that's going on, I'm just superhuman, y'all. I'm not saying I'm super, like I am. Matter of fact, I'm super human. It's like I'm human. You know what I mean? I come to realize that there's a lot of us walking around here that are human, but we not just living in our human right and our divinity. And I feel like what we need to do is to work on our sacral chakra. We need to work on our sacral energy. We need to, this is for men or women. This is a unisex station. This is a unisex channel. This is a unisex situation and platform. And I want everybody to feel comfortable coming to speak. So I feel like we should build our sacral energy, you guys. So our sacral energy is within our bodies. It's the energy that we do not even tap into a lot of times because we don't even know much about it. Like when I learned about chakras, it wasn't because I was sitting up having a conversation with my homeboys and we was just like, hey, let's get our lives together. Let's get our chakras right. That's not what was going on. It was more of, Tamika, you need to get your life together. And I feel like I was, I don't remember the exact year, but I'm more of a homebody, so I know for a fact that I was at home somewhere in my bedroom, somewhere, where I feel is my safe place. And that's where I usually get all my emotional outbursts. That's where I usually get, everything. So where I live and where I stay, a lot of times, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys, in my mind it is all organized and all put together and things are where they need to be. But in actuality, my organization skills can use a huge boost. And that's gonna be a whole new talk show. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to get my stuff together, so I'm sharing it with you guys. I want you guys to come along with the journey. You guys came with me when I was first starting. When I first started, you guys, I had just moved to this state, and I had been homeless for a long time. And speaking of homelessness, this is the song that we're listening to right now. And it's just a coincidence that it's playing at this time. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so y'all can hear it. But it's something that came to me when I was just sitting there, sipping on a little bit of drink. And I just started saying whatever came to my mind. But I was homeless for a long time, you guys. And I have, it's a quote that the rapper Mozzie said. And he said, you got respect for the struggle if you've been homeless. And me, I know that homeless is like, in a lot of people's mind, homeless is where you just laying out on the streets, but that's not what it was for me. And that's not what it was for my son when we were homeless, because of whatever situation that did make us homeless. Because it's not like everybody that's homeless is out here not, on their shit. Sometimes it's just a situation where you cannot just get your feet on the ground. The momentum is just not there. So I have a lot of respect for people that have come up out of things. I have respect for people that are going through things. I have respect for people that are building things. And now we're talking about creativity, because creativity is something that's inside of all of us, and it comes from our wombs. Now, of course, when I say wombs, I'm not talking to the male sector, but what I'm saying is that it does have something to do with you males, because you guys are the ones that help us to create the children, the beautiful lives that we do carry around. But those are not the only thing that are created within us. We have, I said, this is my album. This is my podcast. I created this from nothing. I just woke up and said, listen, I have things I need to be able to say, and I'm going to say them. And nobody came and said, hey, Tomii, here's a platform. Say what you want to say here. I had to think. I had to be like, how can I get my voice out? I'm a homebody. I'm really an introvert. I don't like people around me. I don't like sharing my energy. But I also have this urge to get a word out. So I had to figure out a way to do it. And here we are, listening to my album. And we also here on my platform, where I'm telling you guys what worked for me. And, I appreciate you guys joining my billionaire movement. Of course, I'm exuding rich energy, because that's just where I am. By no means do I have a lot of dollars sitting up stacked anywhere where I could purchase everything that it is that I want. But I feel like this. Every need that I have is met. I have an apartment. I live by myself. I haven't done that in a long time. You guys have been with me for a while, but I haven't gotten really deep into who I am. I have done a few videos, a few sit downs, a few story times, but there's a lot that comes with Tomii Trill TV. And I call myself Tomii Trill TV because it's like, okay, my life is a movie. You guys can hear all of these things where people say, okay, I got this, I got the Bentley, I got this, I got that. Well, guess what? I have had a lot of those things, and I've had a lot of those things in a real sense, where they were tangible, where I do have pictures, where my children did grow up with swimming pools in the backyard, and the things that are true and real, that blood, sweat, and tears produce, that hustle produced, that the cloth that I'm cut from produced. That I didn't, my son was just telling me, like, Ma, I didn't grow up in such and such a neighborhood. I didn't grow up doing such and such a thing. And I could pat myself on the back. And if you know me and if you're a real person, you could pat me on the back too. Because I changed my life completely for my children. And that's something that God created within me. And that's another story, because in my mind, body, and spirit coming up, I didn't want to have children because I knew that it was getting ready to be a huge responsibility. And I know the type of person I am. I know that I'm an empath. I know that I feel people's emotions. I know that I like to have my own space. I like to have me time. Well, guess what? I had to change completely because I didn't have me time for 24 years, you know? So, my first shot at me time was in 2021. And I was born in 1975. So you guys do the math. But I also find a way to love and care for myself. And when I was going through a lot of things, and I know I'm going all over the place with this podcast, but that's okay because this is my platform. You guys are here with me. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, comments, any of that. But I have been through a huge journey, and I want you guys to follow this journey with me. And I'm going through a lot of other things too that I would like to share with you guys because you guys are my billionaire group. We are billionaires, you guys. We are billionaires. We are what we want to be. We are money magnets. We attract. We do not chase. We can do anything that we put in our mind to do. We have all the abilities to create what we need to create. And I would like for us to just understand as human, we have the ability to create. Women in our womb space, we create lots of things. We create not only children, like I said, we create from our mind, our bodies, and our spirits. Like I said again, this is my podcast that I had to create. This is my album that we're listening to that I had to create. I create wigs. I do cosmetology. I create a lot of elixirs. I have created things that have gotten people well from being sick during this corona time. I created some foot powder that stopped a few people's feet from stinking, as well as putting it under your arms to stop you from being musty. I created some douche for women that if you do have a yeast infection, that these are things that you can eat. I really believe that you shouldn't put things in your body that you cannot eat. So the things that I created are edible, and it's a douche for women that gets rid of vaginal yeast infections and stuff like that, because I don't believe in putting pills in my body, and I don't believe in all of that. I believe we can grow what we need to heal. And there's a lot more to Tomii Trill TV than what you see. You know, I know that when you use your body in certain motions, in certain strides, then you're awakening your inner goddess. You need to be able to do hula hooping. That's something that people feel is really sexual, but when you think about it, everything about women are sexual. But what we need to do is get our minds right, and we need to realize that we can't sit up here and demonize women for having big butts and big breasts and being beautiful and all the things, because men had the things they had supposed to have. The same big pockets, of course, big packages. We try to put men on the same type of pedestal as women, but it's just like, okay, masculinity is here, femininity is here, but we want to awaken our inner goddess, because being feminine is one thing, but being a goddess is another, and we have our bodies to thank for that. Because, you know, you do have to use what you have to get what you want. But you don't have to go out here and be promiscuous. You don't have to go out here and give your time up for nothing. You don't have to go out here and make somebody, give somebody husband privileges with them not giving you the wife privileges. Because making you a wife is the ultimate goal of any woman out here, whether you want to be truthful about it or not. Because masculine energy and feminine energy rules the world. Well, see, you guys need to tap back in, because I'm going to talk to you guys about your Lilith energy. And I want you guys to tap into it. You girls to tap into it. But for my audience that's here on, that's going to end up seeing this on YouTube and Spreaker, you guys are going to get cut off, okay? The extended version is getting ready to be on all your other major platforms. You can go to any other platform, but the Spreaker platform is just a little bit less time, so we're getting ready to get cut off. But if you would like to hear the extended version, you can continue to listen on Anchor. You can go ahead and listen on a lot of your major platforms. And I thank you, Spreaker listeners, for being here with me, and I'm going to continue with the ones that's listening for the extended version, okay? Mwah, mwah, mwah. Tomii Trill loves you guys. Look in the mirror and say some positive things to yourself. Tell yourself you can do this. You can. Man, I have come from so many places, but guess what?